The Judiciary, Uganda.
It's good not to forget people who have served the country well, and I think he did. He was one of them. Two, there would be lessons to learn, I believe, so that we could use history to avoid certain things in the future. I do not know exactly on what lines this is going to be, but by and large, I believe it is a good thing. He had been at one time an interpreter in the High Court. The Second World War was 18, and he joined the war. And 1945, on demobilization, he came back from the war. Most of the legal practitioners at the time were Asians, because they also controlled the commerce. That's where litigation is. So he was one of the very first few Africans to set up chambers for 5 years. So he never was tried, and many others were detained without trial. There were rampant detentions of political suspects. I believe they did not have any reasons to try them for breach of any law. That's why there was a law on preventive detention. Now, in 1971, 72 it was there, Amin took over power through a coup, and he released all the political prisoners. So he was one of those who were released at the time as well. Yeah. While he was Chief Justice, mind you, had been a politician, and therefore he might not have guarded his tongue very well. And he made some remarks which annoyed Amin. He made him at a meeting, or call it a conference, at Makerere. He was addressing students, and he criticized Amin. Amin was unhappy. He was talking about rule of law. And at that time, there were rampant detentions without trial, and some people were being killed, had started to be killed. Many UPCs lost their lives, the activists. And I think he criticized about the way things were going on. See, that annoyed Amin, because Amin thought that he owed him a lot of gratitude and support since he had released him from jail. Now, of course, Amin had started his brutal ways, and everybody was worried about him. Amin replied without naming him, but it was obvious who he was talking about, a big man from Masaka area. He did not say CJ, he did not say Beni Kiwanuka, but any criticism by Amin was fatal, and people also began to be very worried about him. If I had been here, I would have been shot as well. He told me that the Chief Justice had been invaded by some army people. And he looked through the window, he saw their vehicles, and he was very worried. He tried to go there. The office had been surrounded, so he couldn't get in. He called me again. Then the third call came in again and said he had been, grabbed. He was being taken to vehicles standing by, army vehicles standing down, and that was the end. Eventually, after some time, the position of Chief Justice was filled.